Hey guys, so we're going to start off with plank up downs. So you're going to want to start off in a high plank position and then go down onto your elbows. This is definitely going to challenge your obliques, so really try and make sure that your hips aren't tipping over too far to the sides as you go up and down, and maintain a neutral spine. Try to make sure that you're not letting your spine and your hips dip down too far, because that will cause very much a lot of pain tomorrow. The second exercise is very simple, just your average jumping jacks. We just want to get those pectorals ready, nice and stretched out and warmed up, ready for our workout. For the modified push-up, you're going to be on your knees. So go ahead and get down into a plank position and make sure you're maintaining a neutral spine, just like in your plank. So I start here with my hands under my shoulders and I just push back slightly with my knees so that I can get that nice straight spine, that nice line from my knees all the way up to my shoulders. And in these push-ups, you'll notice that I'm keeping my elbows very close to my body and kind of taking my time, slowly going down and then pushing up in a quick burst. This is how I want you guys to do these. Try not to do them wide because that's gonna work a different muscle group. And on to round 2 of plank up downs. And round 3 of the warm-up, guys, starting again with plank up downs. For our first exercise, we're going to start with a dumbbell chest press with leg raise. You want to start lying flat on your back, and as you press up with your dumbbells, you're going to bring your toes up to meet with your hands. Now you can't see fully in this frame, but I am keeping my heels from touching all the way down to the ground. You may or may not have the mobility to do that. It's okay if they don't go all the way down to the ground, but try to keep them from hitting or slamming back down, okay? Try and keep control, even if that means stopping short. For our second exercise, we're going to be using one of our resistance bands, and here you'll see that I'm using a dumbbell as well in the outstretched hand. That is optional, you don't have to do that. I just like the extra added challenge and resistance on my hand that's holding. So if you can see here, my left hand is holding out straight in front of me, holding the dumbbell up, and my right hand is pulling the band toward me. So it's a chest fly movement, but you're keeping an isometric hold. You're keeping a hold with that left arm. Here on the other side, I'm holding with the right arm, keeping that arm steady in place and making sure that I'm keeping my chest contracted throughout the whole entire movement, and then bringing the left to meet it. Please note that I'm not locking my elbows. You don't want to have a completely straight arm during this movement or any fly movement. Make sure that you are, as they say, hugging the barrel and keeping your elbows rounded. In our third exercise, we're going to be using a bench or chair, and you want to have the edge of it right about where your shoulder blades are. Now here I'm going to be using a dumbbell, and I start with my arms outstretched, and then I'm going to pull the dumbbell up over my head, stopping at about neck level. And you can see here that I'm also letting my hips fall down as I open and pulling them back up. I'm not really doing a bridge. I'm not squeezing my glutes at all here. And here's round 2, starting again with the dumbbell chest press to leg raise. And on to round 3. Now the start of our fourth and final round. For our first ab exercise, we're going to be doing the rowboat. In this movement, you want to start with your feet in a tabletop position and your arms outstretched behind you. Now see that I'm taking my time to roll my arms forward. You don't want to just go up overhead as in a regular crunch. You want those arms to swing out almost like you're making a snow angel. To increase resistance, let your legs go out further away. So the further your knees, the more resistance. In this movement, we're going to be doing a plank with an alternating leg raise. So this is again an oblique focused movement where every time you pick up your leg, you're focusing a little bit more weight on one side versus the other side of your body, causing those obliques to really fire off. It's a really small movement, but extremely effective. Our last ab movement is a hold. It's called the cup hold. Now here you see that I start off high with my hands on my knees and then release into the hold. You can start this move from flat on the ground, but I just find that this way helps me balance a little bit better. And you just want to hold that position as long as you can. The goal is for 30 seconds, but if you can do for longer, definitely shoot for it. And on round 2 here of rowboat, you can try again increasing your resistance by just letting your knees slide a little bit further out away from your body as you begin the movement. If it's causing any undue pressure or any discomfort to your low back, pull back just a little bit on the knees.